Hello and welcome. This is my vlog series for CUP 542 Creating Your Brand Online. My name is James, of course, and this is, well, my story. This is sort of my take on my career. A lot of my's in this one, but hey, that's kind of the point here. So, to start off with a bang, what do I want to do? Well, looking at this camera right now, it's actually kind of obvious. This is something I like to do. Broadcasting in a way. Broadcasting my thoughts, or more or less broadcasting TV for that matter. Now, I have always had a love for TV and sort of radio, and you could say broadcasting as a broad statement. It's kind of always been something I've liked to do. It's that feeling that I'm getting myself out to the world, per se. You know, I'm putting myself out there, make sure, no matter what I do, I can get myself seen in a way. You know, get that image about me printed out. It sounds really egotistical, but honestly, it's all in good faith here, because I just feel like it'd be a good way to, you know, just do it, essentially, to make sure I am not just someone sitting in the background, that I can prove that I can do something. So here I am now talking to this camera, doing that just now, as a matter of fact. But in general, I'd like to sort of talk about my work experience and sort of my aspirations for a future career choice. So without further ado, let's begin, per se. So, as for work experience, I have done some work experience before with Sky TV in particular, you know, big bombshell there, kind of a good way to start off now. And that was in broadcasting. It was a freelancing role that lasted from December 2022 to July 2023. So it's a bit shorter, you know, wasn't as long as I hoped for. Freelancing does have that effect, but regardless, it was experience and it gave me just what I needed to get into this industry, which is technically a foot in the door. Now, what I have learned is the technical skills behind broadcasting as a whole, because you don't just press a button and then it gets sent off to TVs. There's a lot of management you have to do before it gets fully approved, per se, by me actually, because that was what I was doing. I was approving content, making sure it was all checked correctly, making sure it was all sort of set out to be perfect, and yeah, make sure just no errors, no glitches, nothing. So I checked everything on that, sent it to the higher ups actually, and then you know, the higher ups being satellites, of course, because the satellites then beamed everything out on TV the next day. So yeah, I could control TV in a little sense. It was kind of funny that way, but it was important because it really did give me a good look behind the scenes about how it all works and how it isn't just a simple process. There's lots of other little cogs in the big machine here, essentially, which work together to create the final thing you see on the screen. So take that what you will, but I was part of that process. I was part of the machine, so as kind of bad as it sounds, it was actually quite fun. There were quite a lot of shows to watch, a lot of films as well, but I digress. The skills, obviously, as well, with working in an industry like that, is obviously you get to build like team building skills, per se. You meet a lot of different people. You meet some people who have no experience before, like me maybe at the time, and some people who have tons of it, which obviously can then be a mentor in a way to help everyone else out in need of it. So I'll tell you what, if I walked in the door and didn't know what I was doing, yeah, no, not a good way to do it. But that's the way you got to start off. You got to start off not knowing anything, because then you'll know everything there is to know by the end of it. So that's a good way about doing it. So moving onwards, I'd say I missed the career opportunity. Now, I have taken aspects of this career, like the team working thing and learning technical skills, and applied them to another job I have now currently in the food production business. So that is what I've chosen to do, for now at least, is to carry on that sense of camaraderie and keeping up with the sort of social part about it. Because in a job, it's not worth just being a grunt. It's not worth just sitting there and acting like about it. You got to have a little bit of passion, a little bit of energy towards what you're doing. So essentially, what I'm planning to do here is to go back into the industry and with the biggest grin on my face and a handful of opportunity, because it's just what I need. I need that experience to take me somewhere. It can't just sit there and be used for nothing. I'm going to use that experience and use that opportunity that I had to find better ones, to find more opportunities, and to get somewhere even bigger than before. So my career pathway is definitely going to be, and hopefully will be, TV broadcasting for a multimedia service, which, hey, doors are already half open. It's just my turn to push it wide open.